What's up, guys? Check this out.
Morning, guys. So something happened yesterday and I want to share it because I felt compelled to share it. Okay, because it was on my mind all night. Last night I couldn't even sleep. So yesterday I was at work and standing talking to somebody. There was another girl and a guy a couple feet away with their back turned, so they're facing me and talking. So then I saw this lady walking towards me, and she just started crying and trembling, and she have her lunch in her hand. So I was there, what happened? Because I'm now thinking that probably she's sick and wants some help. So I said, what happened? And she just started crying, and then she said she just got off a phone call. I don't remember if she said it's her sister or her sister-in-law. So she just got off a phone call, and she was saying that her sister's son got home from school the day before, and he got home late. So he's been getting home late from the last term, right? So she trying to nip it in the bud, so she beat him. I mean, with a belt or something. And then he said to her, all right, me go stop come over today. Me now come home late again. So he went into the bathroom. She thought that he was going to take a shower. She fixing the dinner. So, it took a little while, and then she went to the bathroom, knocking, calling his name, no answer. She tried to open the door, she can't open the door. So she there knocking down the door and calling his name, now get no response. So she went for a family, and the family came and braced down the door. And when they braced down the door, he's 13 years old. I try not to cry. He's 13 years old in 8th grade. He took his own 3 points, guys, if you know what that means. And she just crying, and the lady crying and said she can't believe. And then now the mother is blaming herself, that her child, because of her. But I'm going to share a real story, my personal story. Usually on this app, I don't. A lot of people on this app thinking that they know me because of the things I say or so, but this is a personal story, and it's related to this story, guys. And that is why I'm sharing it, because I think that it can help somebody else. As single parents in a house with boys, especially when they go in high school, grade 3, 13, going into puberty. I mean, the punishment that we usually give back in the days, it look like we can't give that kind of punishment now. Because these kids nowadays, they're so weak, they're so fragile. And 8th grade is a grade for boys. I don't know about girls, it might be the same. But boys in 8th grade is when they're just going into puberty, and they're trying to fit in. They're trying to fit in with others, they're trying to relate to others. And if you are not there that time to help them, guide them down the right road, there's no way of them coming back, right? So my personal story, about 9-10 years ago, my son was the same age, in the same grade at Cornwall. And I remember the first term, I mean, in 7th grade, leaving from a prep school, he was on honor roll doing his work. I wouldn't have to tell him, do your work. But in 8th grade now, he realized him not have to study, not have to work hard, because everybody just say get by. So when I got his first term report, it was really, really bad. And I was like, what is this? It's like him decided to just give up and just go through. And he was going through a lot of little things up that school. But I'm saying this, that I decided to punish him in a way where I said, okay, I'm going to take your phone for next term. This was this January term now. I said, I'm going to take your phone. I'm going to take away the PlayStation. You're not going to have no game. You have to get back your grades up before you get these things. This was the weekend. The Monday he went to school, and I reached home from work. Can't see him to come home. 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock. It was like 7:30 when he reached home. And I was like, where were you? And he was, well, if I didn't have my phone, I could have called, or you could have get through to me tonight. I said, what? So I know, drape him up and say, who you talking to? Because, voice just a change or whatever. And I realized the attitude, and I took up a broomstick, you see? And I did give it to him. And I remember, him calling, Father, you have to come for me, because mommy going to hurt me out here. Father, run, come. Me say, okay, take him. So him not want to stay with me at that time, and I said, alright, go on. So I'm pack up in things and want to take up in phone and PlayStation. I said, no. You leave them. And you don't bring nothing else out of this house other than your clothes to school, your books for school, your shoes for school, and your bag. Everything else leave. And guys, that was the most challenging time of my life as a mother, because he was with his father for about a month. And I know he couldn't manage. His father called me after a week. You have to take him back, because he's not eating and this. My mother-in-law at the time called, oh, you have to do this to your one pitney for my mother in my ears. So, but something in me compelled that I have to teach him a lesson. And then I said to him, not until you realize what you do, tell me what you do and how you go fix it, and apologize before you can come back home. And it was a little over a month, and him called me and him, apologized, and he said, Mommy, I'm not going to do it again. I'm really going to make you proud. And I said, it's not a matter about making me proud. You have to decide where you want to go and what you want out of life. And now is it opportunity for you to decide. Because if they don't decide at that age, guys, it's done. And I remember that, incident changed him, mold him into who he is today. Coming and lie you. Anyway at all in there. The other day he was sick and not on away, and he called me, Mommy, I really feel sick. You think I should go to work? He don't miss work. He not late for work. He never leave up at that place smoking. He's not a drinker. Now, granted that he love to drink, but overdo it. I've never had to leave home, go pick him up because he's drunk. You understand what I'm saying? But I'm just saying it that I realized last night when I went home and hear the news where this little boy, and I realized I see him story. I cried. I was crying. And I'm saying that look at my punishment versus her punishment, and her result from her son versus my result from my son. Guys, we have to know the kind of punishment we're giving our children, the kind of love, because it's important at that age. Grade 8, 13 for boys, it's crucial. And if help them decide their path that time, it can make them or break them. So guys, I seen comments where people, what a woman wicked, what makes you have to beat him for that? Ray. I don't know the lady from Adams, but the time when I saw her crying, and then to go home and hear the story on the news, I was like, oh my God. So don't chastise the lady to say the punishment. She know what she was going through. It's just that it's so unfortunate that her result had to lead to this. But I know of a whole heap of parents out there. I know a friend of mine last year too. Her son was almost the same age too, in grade 8, up that same Cornwall, and struggling. You understand what I'm saying? So, as parents, whether you have 2 parents in the house, 1, these children, we have to study them, know how we can help them, how we can reach to them, guys, because it's not easy out there. And I tell you, a lot of times, at that moment, they're deciding which kind of friend to keep, if they want smoke, if they want this. So you have to be there. The punishment we usually get, or we usually get our children at our age here now, cannot be the same for these kids. They are so fragile. So keep praying over your kids. Know the kind of punishment to give them. And if you can help a friend or a neighbor to help counsel them, or to share your story and see if it can help somebody. Because it's not easy out there these days to raise a child. It is not. So please pray for people. Be with them, guide them, help them. Back in the days, the community raised a child. You one parent in the house doing the best they can, but it's not easy on one person. It's not. So I hope this story and my personal story can help somebody today. So if you're going through it, guys, and you don't know what to do, you want to reach out to me, I am willing. But one day at a time, and not stop praying. Don't stop praying. It's not easy. And my heart goes out to that family and that mother. I know it's not going to be easy for the rest of your life. But I'll just keep in my prayers, and have a great weekend, guys. Be safe out there and keep praying over our children. All right? Bye.